Hi, everybody. I just wanted to say that I wanted to send my condolences to Whitney Houston's family. R.I.P. Whitney Houston. Your voice will be sadly missed throughout this world. I know you were trying to make a comeback. It's ironic that you're trying to make a comeback. Michael Jackson was trying to make a comeback, and somehow you both die over it. You will always be remembered for that sweet voice that you had, and I don't know, it's just sad that people from the 80s, our idols from the 80s are starting to drop off like this. It's a shame. Uh, my best guess is that it's going to be due to sleeping pills or something like that, because most of the people don't understand that when you set your bar so high and after a while you don't do it for a long time, and you go through what she went through in her life, and that with all the stuff that she's been going through in her life, you kind of look at it that way. You know, it's just it's a shame. You want to relive your youth on that moment, but you might not be able to perform up to perfection. And most people will look at you and probably sit back here and say, well, then she doesn't have it anymore because she can't sing the way she did and all this other stuff. She didn't do it right. But it's sad. And you'll be sadly missed, Whitney. Ironically, Dionne Warwick is supposed to play in this small little town that I'm living in. Or, well, not that I'm living in, but near where I live. And that she's playing at the Lamplighter restaurant on the 14th. Whether she is or not now, because of this tragedy that's unfolded across this great United States of America. I mean, we really truly lost somebody special today, you know. And I might not have been around a computer for whenever Michael died, but damn, Whitney Houston's dead at 48. She was only 11 years older than me. 11 years older than me. It's it's a shame, man. Bobby Brown must be beside himself right now. If he makes it within the next week before, he's got to be strong, man. You really got to be strong for this. But my fondest memories of Whitney Houston was when I was a kid, and she was the big thing back then, man. There was no Mariah Carey back then. There wasn't hardly any competition. She was it, man. She was the one that sang high notes. I remember my sister used to listen to her on the radio, used to have her tapes, and we would try to compete each other, singing, trying to hit them high vocals, and we'd go up to the top of the hill in the backyard and sing our asses off, when parents weren't around, so we wouldn't have to get yelled at. And I could imagine what the neighbors thought. But the goal was to sing loud enough so that these people at the small gas station down from our house, it was probably about the length of 4 football fields, like 400 yards down, probably about a quarter mile down the road. If we could sing loud enough to where they would turn their head and look at us, look up and figure out where the hell is this screaming coming from. Who the hell's singing that loud? But I know she remembers them days too. It's just sad, man. All these stars, they're out there trying to make a good comeback. Corey Haim, Janie Lane, he was wanting to come back with Warrant. I mean, it's a shame. And then now you got, I mean, Kiss. They're coming out with a new album. I mean, sometimes it's good to just know when to say when sometimes, and that your body just can't handle it anymore. And her body was a wreck, man. It got ruined and trashed in the past 20 years, So, she will be sadly missed. And everything. My thoughts go out to them. But Anyways, that's my R.I.P. to Whitney Houston. Now God has another angel to sing beside him.